My check 1 2 1 2. My check 1 2 1 2. Ah. Mhm, 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 mhm. My bad. I stay doing this shit. It's it's.
I wish that you would call me, I wish you never left.
True.
I wish that you would want me, but you wanted the best. So I wait for the day, I would wait for you anyway.
You know I would.
I wish you'd never hurt me, I wish I never let you say that this was on me, like I would just forget.
I would never.
So I wait for the day, I would wait for you anyway.
You know I would.
I won't wait for someday.
What I'm feeling tonight, I can't put into words. I put in my fight to the best of me. You know the recipe, won't know the rest of me. Shit, you ain't hurt. Feeling so dead to me, also you should. This a vasectomy, ripped to my energy. Guess we're meant to be, maybe we were. But these days I'm not feeling too sure. Like each way my feelings get hurt. And don't be afraid, but it's just getting worse. With every song and every verse and every day when I think about you, wanna kill myself cause I can't get all these demons out you. There's no how-to manual for this situation, but I love myself, and that is tangible for dissipation, separation, but I'll fight like hell. I mean well, and I just don't know what to do anymore. Go from remorse to my feet at your door in a second. I just don't get it. I got these questions, shit I'm a messin'. I just don't know how you feel about me. I think that I do, but I always doubt me. I wish you would call me and tell me.
I wish you never left. I wish that
wish.
you would want me, but you wanted the best.
True.
So I wait for the day, I would wait for you anyway.
You know I would.
Yo, man, it's the Chop It Up podcast, man. It's your boy, Hawklyfe. I got a special guest in the building. But before I introduce him, what you just got finished listening to is I Wish You Can Call Me by Li Waves, produced by Tuna Beats. My special guest, please introduce yourself.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
Man, introduce yourself, let the people know
Yeah.
about you.
Yeah, so I'm Ellie Ways. I'm a 22-year-old artist from Ohio. I've been making music for about 5 years now. Took like 3 years off to like really hone in on my sound, and now I'm just kind of releasing all my stuff.
Yeah, man, I think uh, it was this one I heard and it had a deep storyline behind it, and I can feel like it's based on. Well, I felt like it was based on some real life, and I can relate. So, tell the people what's the creative process of making. I wish I can. I wish you would call me.
So that one was actually pretty interesting. So I wrote that first verse, just kind of going off some relationship stuff I was going through. I wrote that first verse, and then I actually dropped it on SoundCloud, just the one verse with the chorus. And then I was just like, like this one needs a second verse. Like that story's too good. Like I got to finish that story. And like a lot happened since then. So that one probably took me about 3 months to write. Ended up doing the other two verses. It just hit, and I just dropped it, and it seems to be taking off from there.
Absolutely. Like tell the people like what your creative process like when you in the studio and you laying out a track and you're putting all these different things together. Now I don't know if the singing vocals on this song was either a sample or there's an artist you working with, but like give us the feedback of what it's like in the studio with Eli Wade.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. So the studio of Ellie, it's a good question. So it kind of just depends song by song.
Mm-hmm.
This song in particular, yeah, I already had I had the chorus, so
Mm-hmm.
I had a message to go with, and then I just kind of felt the beat on that one. Ended up writing that first verse. I kind of have like different phases of writing. Sometimes I'm like freestyling mostly and like just going bar by bar and freestyling until I get the next bar. And then other times like I don't say a word, like I'm not delivering it. I don't care about the flow or anything. Like I'm just writing. And like those are usually the super emotional ones, and the ones that like really hit. And then usually the flow just ends up working out really well. So that was kind of the
Yeah.
process on I Wish You Would Call Me. Second verse was a little bit different. Kind of had to make sure like I was with the same flow since I wrote that one like a couple months later. Um, so I just had to check the flow, but that's just kind of told my story on that one.
Absolutely. Hey, absolutely. Tell everybody what was the process of making Bound featuring K produced by Boy 50.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. So my friend was just over at my house, Kay, and we were this beat just came on, and we were both just like, "Holy shit! Like, this is fire!" And then we just started working on a chorus. We kind of wrote it together, and then she just started singing. And I was just like, "Yeah, we're recording that right now." Then I just put my verses together real quick. The whole thing came together in a couple hours. Spent a long time on that mix, but other than that, I mean, that song just kind of came together. And I liked how long it was. It's only like 2 minutes and 22 seconds or something like that. And I think it's just a good banger you can just have on repeat. Kind of happier tracks than my other tracks.
Yeah, you got a lot of deep, sad, emotional, not even say sad, but emotional. Hurt Me, featuring Young Crusher, produced by Boy 50. Them the only three I see, but you might have more out. Like you say, you took time off. What's been the pros and cons of navigating getting your music out and just the whole process as far as trying to get it out, marketing, all that? What's been the pros and the cons for you?
Yeah, that's a great question. So at first, the first 2 years or so of me making music, I was just trying to get heard. Like I was just reaching out to people, kind of just bombing them with my links. Like, hey, go listen to this. Like, tell me what you think. Obviously, didn't work too well. I did grow up a pretty nice following on SoundCloud, but didn't really amount to anything. So when I came back, like when I took my time off, like I just decided that I was really gonna focus in, find a good plan, save up some money, get a good budget, and then just come back to the game with everything I had. So that's kind of what I did this time. So I started dropping a song a week. I'm doing one more that's coming up today or tomorrow on this week release, and then I'm switching over to every other week.
Yeah,
And
and
um, and I'm pretty much just dropping it, promoting it, and watching the numbers go up.
absolutely. There's a couple different songs. I see you work with a lot of the same artists, a lot of the same, I guess, beats. Because I know from what I'm saying, Boy 50 does a lot of beats, a lot of producers. So I guess you focus work with him on a lot of beats. You work with K on a lot of different tracks. You did Bound. You work with another artist. I want because I see him on there on more than one song. On Mistakes and Hurt Me, Young Crusher.
Yeah,
Like
Young Crush is my boy. We've been friends for like 10 years. Dude can spit.
yeah, absolutely. And that song right there was was good. I really liked it. I really enjoy it. I like your music because it's relatable and people can understand where you're coming from. And the people seem to relate to it as well. If you can get one thing from your music, if you can, if your music can touch people, in what way? What would it be?
Pretty much exactly what you said. I just want so like the whole mission and goal of my music. Like I've been through a bunch of stuff in my life. Not always happy, not always good, but I always try to have a smile on my face. Always try to keep a positive attitude. And trying to be successful. So my whole goal is just to show people like, hey, it doesn't matter what you're feeling. Doesn't matter if you're down on the dumps. Like pick yourself back up and like go do this. Like, and I want to be the one to show them they can do it. So yeah, I just want to relate to people and then inspire them.
Absolutely, absolutely. So tell me, what artists influences you?
Great question. So there's a lot of them. I go from artist to artist. My biggest inspiration by far is an artist called Fora. Not sure if you've heard of him. He's pretty big. He just dropped a new album. He's by far my favorite. When I heard his music, it just instantly touched me. Pretty much like saved my life. I was at a pretty low point in my life when I heard that album. So he's definitely my biggest inspiration. Of course, people like Logic, G-Eazy. I've been following them since they both started rapping. Like honestly, huge influences for me. I always find myself listening to Drake every now and then and just being in total shock at what this man does. Um, Artists like Whit Lowry, artists like Ollie. There's a lot of them out there that I really relate to. So for me, it's just really who has some emotional music like I'm vibing with. And then of course like I listen to those like turn up songs a lot, just depending on my mood, you know. So I'm into pretty much everything in rap.
Yeah, definitely. How do you pick the collaborators that you want to collab with? Like on some of these tracks, you use a lot of underground artists, underground producers, and stuff like that. Some successful good things going on phone. But how do you pick these beats? Like, are you more of up tempo, down tempo, mid tempo type?
Um, I'm pretty versatile. I like to kind of pride myself on that. I never really knew my style for a long time, so like when I did take some time off to like really figure that out, I just kind of noticed for me like I just have to really be able to feel a beat. Like I'm not looking for anything up tempo or down tempo necessarily. I'm more so looking to be like, okay, like what beat can I get a really nice pocket in? What beat can I get a really nice flow in that's going to be catchy? It's going to stand out and it's going to draw some eyes in.
Absolutely. I ask a lot of people this, and I'm asking because I ask a lot of people this. What's more important to you with your music, having the creative control or having the fame and the money?
Oh, absolutely. The creative control. To me, without it, you can make all the money you want doing this, but I mean, if you're making music that's doesn't make you happy and you're just doing it for the money, like I don't see a point in that. In a perfect world, you know, people are gonna like my content, like my creative style, and that's gonna be the reason that makes me famous, and not the other way around.
Absolutely, absolutely. I tell a lot of artists to own your masters as much as you can, own your creators as much as you can. Don't allow people to take your sound. You know what I'm saying? Because without you, the sound don't exist.
Yeah, absolutely. I was
Mm.
just watching some vids on creative control, like listening to the deal that like Lil Pump got, like 8 mil outright advance, and like dude can't make a dime off his music until he pays that back. Uh,
Yeah,
and what he's giving 25% to a manager, 15% to a lawyer. Like at the end of the day, he's making like 2.5 mil, and then can't doesn't own his masters. Big shame.
that's the thing. But that goes to show you people get blindsided and don't read the fine print of the contract. Read it. Don't be a slave to these people, man. Know
Yeah,
you,
absolutely.
you know, know your worth, man. I'm gonna tell the people.
Yeah, that's how they get you.
Yeah.
I get it though. I mean, like a lot of artists, like they don't have much money. You get offered a couple $1 million up front. It's pretty hard to turn that down. So I definitely understand it. But at the end of the day, like all those artists are kicking themselves in the ass for signing those bad deals now.
Yeah, a lot of them. Definitely a lot of them. A lot of 'em. Side note, side note, side note. Joe Biden was elected president. You know, I just had to say it again. Yeah, anybody that don't like it, your mama look like Forrest Whitaker and your daddy look like the back of Bernie Mac's neck. Yikes. Anyway, we're here for those who just showed up with our special guest, Eli, I'm gonna say it right, LA Waves. And we talking about his music and stuff like that. And staying creative, keeping sustaining control as an independent artist. Like a lot of people don't understand that these labels are out to screw them over and all that stuff like that. But tell these people what social media platforms they can find you on.
Best social platform to find me on would definitely be Instagram. My at is ellie.waves. Instagram's where I post most of my content. I'm also on TikTok, Twitter, and those are just Ellie Waves.
Like, just the vibe. If there was any artist that you could dream collab with, who would it be? Or that has
Man,
influenced
that's a tough
you? Like,
question. I
yeah.
mean, my influence are like, bro, like I love like guys like Ed Sheeran. But like if I could collab with an artist, sit down and work with someone, would definitely be Fora. Um, his bars, he's just one of those guys who like you can pull up any of his lyrics and read one line and it's gonna hit you. And I would just love to work with an artist of his caliber, his skill.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah, man. I'm big Sheeran fan myself. I'm really into hearing music. A lot of people don't know that. Why I tell people I'm really diverse when it comes to genres of music. I listen to all kind of genres of music. You never know, I might be listening to a rock song one day. You might be listening to a pop song the next day. You never know, a country one day. But that shows you the extension of music and the power that it has. You know, the blessing of music. Um, if you got any partners you want to shout out, man, shout out them, man. Everybody else work with you on all these collaborations. Shout them out. You know,
Shout out Young Crusher, that's my boy. You can find him everywhere at Young Crusher. Dude's an absolute monster. It's just a matter of time before he absolutely blows up. Shout out Kay for Bound. We're definitely gonna make some more songs here soon. Shout out Boy 50 for the fire beats. Shout out Raspo for the fire beats. Got a bunch of Raspo ones on the way. Um, yeah, that's pretty much all I got for shout outs for now.
yeah, man. So, like I said, you say you got a new song coming. We don't want to give them too much detail, but let them know the direction you took with them making that song.
Yeah, this one's an interesting one. That's a great question. So this one's called "In My Head." So this is like the first time, at least I've dropped something with kind of a nonchalant kind of flow. Normally I go have a little like to have a little bit more power, just kind of back up the emotions. But this one, I really like the tone of my voice. It's kind of just it's slow, but it's catchy, and I think I got some pretty good verses on it. So definitely keep your eyes peeled for that one.
What are we
Coming
doing?
either tonight and tomorrow.
What are we doing?
We recording, my boy. We recording.
We're recording?
We are recording. You
Hell yeah.
interrupting the recording, the live stream.
Oh shit, my bad, my bad.
Yeah. So yeah, man. It's cool. You can sit in though. But yeah, shout out to fans in our audience out there, man. But back to the questions we was asking, man. Um, is there any regrets that you had in the time you've been making music? Like you felt like, well, I could have did this song better, or I could have tweaked it this way, or are you pretty satisfied with the product that you put out?
That's also a great question. So I think it just depends. I mean, I think there's a fine line. Being an artist, like artists are perfectionists. I wouldn't categorize myself as perfectionist, but I like to make stuff to the best of my ability. But at some point, like I think you just got to be able to be like, okay, like I put in tons of hours into this song, like it's going out, and I'm focusing on the next one. Because you're always gonna be constantly improving. Like it seems every song that I make is better than the previous song I made. So I don't like spending too much time just really like honing in on one thing. I think just over time the quality will continue to get better. But I do think it's very smart to focus on putting out the best quality content you can for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. Um, like I'm my own worst critic at times, so I can understand the reason I asked that question because I know a lot of people are like that. They're more critical of their work than other people. Like I done met people that have really great voices and they don't think that they're good. That they're that good. So it's and it's just the way we critique our work and create ourselves. Like me, I would probably go over 3-4 times, listen to it about 20 times. I just want the because I want it to be perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I think there's definitely a fine line there because like if you're writing every day, you're gonna have a ton of content, and if you're just spending too much time on one thing, you're gonna end up never dropping anything. And a lot of
Mm,
times too, you get in your head. A lot of times, I've spent like 20 hours on a mix on a song, and like I've heard that song 1,000 times. By the time I'm done with it, I'm numb to it. I don't even know how it sounds. And then I go and I show the person the first mix that I did that took me 30 minutes, and then I show them the one that took me 20 hours. And almost every single time, they're like, "Yo, that first one's way better." You just get so in your head sometimes. Sometimes I think you just got to move forward. But like I said, I think like what you were saying, I think there's definitely a need to have high quality content as well.
absolutely, absolutely. Definitely a need to have a quality content. Um, it would, yeah, man. It's okay to be your own worst critic. It's okay to want to have great quality content, but Don't let the moment pass you by in the same breath. Be determined and be hardworking and get the shit out, man. Get yourself heard, and that's what we do here on this platform. It was a pleasure interviewing you, man. But before we get out here, Just a couple of refresher announcements. December 4th, Plug Talk coming. King Carlos versus Terry Laverne. It's so much going down on that card. The live cipher series. Um, that is gonna be live next week. Live next week after Thanksgiving. I'm gonna put a date out on that. That's coming. If you want to be part of the live cipher series, hit me up, man. If you're in the Discord, hit me up. If you're on YouTube, you can hit me up under one of the videos, and I'll get you set up with that. If you're a producer that wants to place their beat out for the beat part of that competition, which we're gonna do this week coming in, and then we're gonna do the cipher the week after. You can also put in for that. I mean, hit me up for that and let me know. There's no cost. It's a friendly competition. The best beat will be picked for the live cipher, and we're gonna throw down in the live cipher. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna go down under our umbrella, Battle Rap Kingdom. Yeah, I know the Cypher series. Yeah, I know the live concert series. Our first annual live concert series is coming. If you always either interviewed or you're in the Discord and you want to be part of that, man, it's like a 15-minute set or 10 or 15-minute set. You know what I'm saying? So it's free promo. You know what I'm saying? You ain't have to pay for it. They can see you live. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to worry about Corona, none of that. You just go out, come do a good digital show, man, via Zoom, because we're going to do that live concert via Zoom, by the way. But yeah, that's coming. Also, I've been asking, it's been in my thing, because my live stream guy going to be working soon, so I'm needing somebody to replace him uh, temporarily or whatever, how long he needs, but they're going to be there to replace him. So if you good at the live stream and you're interested in doing that, you can hit me up for that too. But we don't trust me. We don't really want him to go because he's incredible. He does incredible stuff for us. But we know life is life, you know. But I'm about to get busy myself. The store is about a couple of days from opening. So yeah, that's crazy. So it's just been a lot, man. But like I said, everybody out there, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell these people on what social media platforms they can find you on.
Hey, so again, Instagram, Ellie Waves, or Ellie dot Waves. Everywhere else, it's Ellie Waves. We'd love to have you guys join up with the Wave Gang. Thanks for having me, Hawk. Appreciate it.
No problem, man. I appreciate you for coming through and keep on doing what you're doing, man. Because we might hit you on the radio one day, and I'm gonna say I said it. I said it. He was here first. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna talk
Yeah,
my
man.
shit. That's what we do here. We chop it up and talk our shit. And look,
Yeah, first interview. Shout out, man. Appreciate it.
oh yeah, definitely, man. It's been the Chop It Up
Yeah.
podcast. It's your boy Hawklyfe.